In this video I'll be showing you how to build the jet gun on Liberty Falls. Start this off, come over to the motel and come up the staircase and walk along this walkway here until this door smashes open with a load of zombies pouring out of it. You can just kill all the zombies. The reason we want this door open is this is where you will be building the jet gun once you acquire all the parts. You can collect the parts for the jet gun in any order you wish. First part, if you open all the way up to the church and come over into the graveyard, you need to find a zombie that has a red checkered shirt with blue overalls on. If you have enemy names turned on and health bars, then you'll see that this guy is called the groundskeeper. All you have to do is simply kill him, and once you kill him he'll drop a key on the floor. Bear in mind that usually as soon as you get up to this area inside of the graveyard, the groundskeeper tends to spawn the next round. Once you've got the key, come over to the right hand side of the church behind this house and you'll see that there is this wooden shed. Simply use your interactive button on the shed door. Once you do so, if you look inside on this table, you can find the part you need just there. For the next part, head to Washington Avenue, which is where the speed coder perk machine is, and if you come over to Lily's flower pot shop over here, which is the purple one, if you come over to the right hand side of it, you'll find that there is this hose here. You can simply interact with this to pick up the water valve. You then need to head down to Liberty Lanes, which is the bowling alley, and come over to this wall over here where you can see this panel. You simply need to use a melee attack on this and it will blast open the panel. Once you do so, interact with it in order to put the valve on top of it. Now bear in mind that this on solo is an extremely painful step to have to do. In co-op it's not so bad, as you can have one person defend the other person while they're doing this step. Once you put the valve on and interact with it, you'll be stuck in an animation where you're constantly clicking your knuckles, which means that you have no ability to use a weapon during this step whatsoever. As soon as you do this step, you will have an infinite wave of spawning zombies. Some methods to make this less painful for you on solo: if you have decoy grenades, you can throw those outside of the Liberty Lanes area and get the zombies to run after that instead, so it buys you some time to interact with this. If you have Ether Shroud, then you can activate Ether Shroud while you're doing this, so it'll give you a little bit more time. The other method you can use is some smoke grenades. If you throw a smoke grenade down in front of the panel while you're interacting with it, then the zombies shouldn't see you. You have to do this step for roughly a minute. Once you've interacted with it enough, you will then find that all the zombies will blow up and then the gauge will pop out of the box onto the ground so you can pick it up. For the final part, you need to come over to the radio house, which is just opposite the comic book store. In order to gain access to the radio house, you will need to either use a mutant injection to turn yourself into a mangler to blast open the door, get a mangler cannon by shooting a mangler and popping off its cannon so you can pick it up, or either just crafting one yourself, or if you want you can just stand in front of this door and let a mangler blast its cannon at you and it will blast open the door. Once the radio house door has been blasted open, you can then go inside of it and look on the ground and you'll see these trash piles. You need to interact with these trash piles until eventually the part that you need pops out of them. Once the part pops out, you can interact with it to pick it up. Now that you have all three of the parts, come back to the top of the motel and come into that room that we opened up earlier and come over to this workbench here and hold your interactive button in order to craft the jet gun. Once you do so, you can then pick up the jet gun from the table. I'd also like to add that you can pack-a-punch the jet gun, so if you save up points and go and interact with the pack-a-punch machine inside of the church, then you can pack-a-punch the jet gun to make it more powerful. Otherwise, that's all there is to this video. I hope you guys found it useful. If you need another guide to Black Ops 6 Zombies, I've links to that down in the description as well as the pinned comment. Otherwise, I'll see you all in the next video.